Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Judith Leonard. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. Then if you're a returning subscriber, I love you guys. Okay, so let's dig into today's topic. So today I want to talk about a few things I am currently regretting, my current regrets in marriage, things I wish I had done better. Okay, the number one thing I want to talk about now is entering marriage with high expectation. Now, what kind of expectation am I talking about? Let me talk about apology first. Before we entered marriage, you know that at every slightest thing you want to say, baby, I'm sorry, hey boo, I'm sorry. You know, depending on the name you call your partner, you want to say I'm sorry at every slightest mistake. And you know, that time as well, when he offends you, he wants to buy you ice cream, he wants to take you out, he wants to make you feel good and all that. But in marriage, it is not so. Mr. Man can decide to ignore you, knowing fully well that he's at fault. And you'll be like, does it mean that this man does not know, or he's not aware that he just offended me? Even when you want to talk about it, remember, communication is key. Communication is key. So when you call your partner to even discuss it, the person is like, he didn't even know that he offended you. That's the truth. When you bring up the matter, you'll be like, oh, really? That was not the intention. Like, you see that he's trying to shy away from saying sorry, but looking for another way to say sorry. So in that situation, what I will do is, I'll just say my mind, like, I didn't like ABC. Please, it got to me. I felt bad. Now, before now, if your partner doesn't say sorry, you start feeling bad, you start hurting, you go, they carry face, they carry body. But now, the level where I've gotten to, if you don't say sorry to me, no problem. One day, it will be my turn. But I will make sure, excuse me, but I will make sure I point it out. I tell you that, oh, look at where you offended me. Look at what you did. Then if you think it's nothing or it's not such a big deal for you to say I'm sorry, I will let it slide. That is the truth. So that's the number one thing. Then the second expectation we usually have before, you know, we enter into marriage, you know how you want your husband to help you. Honey, on your way back, can you help me stop at every day? Help me pick up SMA Gold or pick up diapers. You know, you could, those things you did while you were still dating, you could actually call him while you were dating to say, please, from the tailor's place, help me slim fit this dress, and please just wait for like few minutes and pick it up. Or on your way back, you pick it up. Then when you are going, stop over at my stylist, help me pick up my wig. Your boyfriend will gladly do all those things then. So I was thinking that's the same thing I would say in marriage. I could be in the room and say, honey, please help me. You see, marriage, you go there yourself, say, please come and pick it up. I don't know whether I see finish or been anything, but this is what I am experiencing. This is my experience. You know, I'm talking from my own point of view. Yeah. So you know that thing you say, please, when you get to the car, I left my shoe. Come downstairs and pick it up. Mrs. You go come downstairs, come pick them up. Now, if you're not careful, your partner could misunderstand it, or he will start thinking that you're trying to use him. You see those things that people were doing with love, please, my leg, help me carry my leg up, and he will do it that time people were dating. When you marry, come and tell him to help you carry your leg up. You go tell me where you rock the thing. So these two things are just the instances I want to use to justify that of high expectation. So I've learned to bring my expectations low. Keep it as low as possible. Let me not expect too much. The one your partner can do, please let him or her do. If they say they cannot do anyone, don't kill yourself and say, before now, or you feel that they've fallen out of love. No, I think it comes with marriage. It is not the same thing as when we were in our 20s, or when we were still dating, or when we were still single. Inside marriage, a rough, you know, day as it be. So some people will say marriage na scam, but for me, it's not a scam, but it simply means you have to know better. Because trust me, the way you're feeling about the guy is also the same way he feels at some point or the other about you. So if you also give him the opportunity to also talk, he will say, before we got married, you used to do like this, you used to do like that. So in marriage, don't enter with so much expectation. Don't also compare your journey to another person's journey. Don't also compare. I remember those days my aunt will always say things like, you cannot marry my husband, you cannot live with my husband for a complete 1 week. Now she will say it, I will laugh. Do you know what that means? She knows how to tolerate his excesses. She knows how to manage. Like she will tell me, Judith, you can't live with my husband. If I give you my husband for free, 2 weeks, you will return him. Do you get that? So that is to say, it's not as if the man is a bad person, but she has devised a way. She has she had been able to know how to manage the husband. So that's her expectation. Drop it somewhere. Okay, especially when you start having kids, drop it somewhere. It's not going to work. It's not magic. It's not falling out of love or anything, but it won't be business as usual. You want to follow him everywhere. Baby, we are go here, please, I'm coming, I have an urgent meeting. Sister, if you cannot manage it, you still cannot no, carry you go here, tanker. You can't even, I don't want to say much. Before I got married, yes, I was clubbing, I was hanging out, I was living my life, I was partying, I was traveling here and there and all that. But since I got married, which parties that I go to are parties like, like birthday parties and, baby dedications and all that. You see, normal clubbing, all those girl things that, who dash you? Who won't carry you go? Even if they carry you go today, before you will get another opportunity to go, you will do like this. Marriage. Come on, mouth. So the second thing I want to talk about is anger management. When I was much younger or before marriage, I could get angry at the guys I was dating at the time, or I could get angry in relationship. You slam the door, you carry your bag, you delete number, you bar the person and all that, and you could actually shout when you want to make yourself, when you want to drive your point home, you could shout and all that. So I carried that into marriage. Like, I could get angry and I want to shout, I want to be heard and all that. But when I started having kids, my husband at the time, my husband does not have any problem, excuse me, when I'm shouting, he'll be like, why are you raising your voice? Then I will immediately, sense will come. Excuse me, I will reduce my tone, not knowing that I was shouting. So when I started having kids, by the time I want to shout, even at my house help, or have that small argument with my husband, I want to raise my daughter will call me mama, please. That's not an indoor voice. Hey, when she started this indoor voice, her speech wasn't as clear as it was now. So I had to go to their school. Whenever I shout, she would tell me, Mama, that's not an indoor voice, it's an outdoor voice. So I did not quote what she was saying, because truthfully, I've not heard it before. I went to her school, I decided to find out what she was trying to say. When I got there, immediately I mentioned it. Sorry, 1 minute. When I got there, immediately I mentioned it. They told me that indoor voice is used in the house, then outdoor voice is used outside the house. So they were taught in school that in the house you use low tone. So even when I want to shout for my small Amber, she will tell me, Mama, use indoor voice. So I started managing my anger. So in the house, even if I want to get angry, I'll be angry, but I'll be like, if you do that thing again, if you that, stop it, all those things. I try not to do it. Even when I want to shout at my small boy, that's my last, Amber will remind me that that's not an indoor voice. So that has helped me to manage my anger, or to curb my anger. So it is a thing to note. The way you get angry before, you can't do that in marriage. like if you do it, it will spoil things for you. Now you end up teaching your kids how to shout. And see my small daughter teaching me how to manage anger while I'm the one that's supposed to teach her. So I didn't anger management, I did not think it was a thing I should look into or handle before I enter into marriage. So that's that. So the third thing I have here is unique skills. While I was single, I was the banker. I was working with the bank, and at the point I stopped work and started doing business, you know. So I made an effort to learn sewing, but that didn't work because I was all over the place. So as I speak to you, I don't have any skill. The only thing I know how to do is to talk. And that was why I started my YouTube channel. But I wish I had learned how to sew, how to bake. Okay, that one, baking, I learned it in marriage. How to, you can imagine at this age, I'm still learning how to do cornrows. I just registered and I'm learning this at the moment, so that I can make Amber's hair. You know, every 2 weeks we'll go to make hair, and I spend, like, sometimes I spend 2,000, 1,500, depending on the style. So with this thing I'm learning at the moment, I can be able to make her hair on my own. So it keeps, you know, the time I used to go and sit at the salon learning this thing, I feel very bad. I wish I had learned this while I was still doing nothing as a single woman. I wish I had learned how to make hair and maybe learn how to sew, learn something meaningful that, you know, I can use to augment now, or to even do things for myself. So I wish I had learned how to do this before marriage, because once I go, I want to do school runs, I might want to go to the market, so I don't even spend as much time like the other younger people there that came to learn as well. So it really pains me that I can't make a proper hair, I can't even do. So it's a thing to note. Learn something while you're still single. If not, in marriage you will regret it, and I don't want that to happen to you. The next thing I want to talk about is working out, exercising. If you know me very well, you will know that exercise is my thing. Like, I love it so much, I can't even do without it. But it didn't happen while I was single. I was doing it, but I was just doing it because in the office we were compelled to work out every Saturday. In fact, they were taking attendance at some point. Shout out to Madam Letitia. If you don't come for workout, forget it to be deducted from your salary. So that was why I was working out that period. But I started working out completely. I became a fitness coach because I had an issue while during childbirth, and I was told that fitness could help to curb future occurrence. So I jumped at it and started doing it well. But why I regretted not taking fitness very serious, I want to say it's because of I didn't get the kind of definition I would have loved to have before having children. Yes, I did not have a flat tummy while I was single. I have this tummy that came out a little, but it wasn't flat. So I wish I had worked out. I wish I had improved my health. Like, I wish I had known better that I should live healthy. I should mind what I eat. I should mind, you know, that I should have known that sedentary life is not something I should enjoy. Just sit down, eat. I wasn't taking enough water. Lately, I'm just trying to get into the habit of drinking water, you know, drinking 2 liters of water and all that. You know how you do it this week, next week you're falling off the wagon and all that. But if I had started it earlier, the issue I'm having losing mommy pouch after pregnancy, I'm sure it would have been reduced because I would have built my abs before now. Now, another thing I would like to talk about is my parents and my siblings. I never knew that. I felt I didn't cherish them so much as I should before marriage. I didn't know that after marriage you find it difficult to even see your parents. Yes. So I would say because I left home very early to school while I was still very young. So I left my siblings, I left my parents. As I was coming back from uni, straight out of home again, I started working almost immediately. While I was doing youth service, I started working. So I didn't get the opportunity to go back to them. In as much as my siblings were coming, I did not get the chance to really appreciate them, you know, the staying together and all that. I could stay 1 year plus without seeing my siblings. My sisters, I don't see them. And there was a day I got so emotional. I called them one after the other. I was crying because there are things you want to discuss with your siblings, but they are far. You can't even, there are things you can't also discuss with, you know, friends, but you can comfortably say that to your siblings. So sometimes, because we are not in the same city, I cry. Sometimes I want to see my parents. I cannot. Not like your husband will not allow you to go and see your parents. No. But if he allows you to go this week, next week you want to go again. No. But I remember there was a time I was living and waking up to see these people every day of my life. So every day I remember my siblings, and I remember that we can't be together again. Like, we can't be together for complete 1 month. 1 month is not too far. We can't be together for complete 1 week in the same house. No. Is either this person want to go for school run, or this person want to go to the market, or this person. So whenever I remember that, I feel really bad. I get emotional because that's something I wish I had enjoyed before getting married. So if you have the chance, please, I want to encourage you, embrace your siblings, your parents, take their advice so well. I can't think of anything I didn't do well when it comes to my parents. They don't have any regrets as regards me, and I'm not regretting not doing a particular thing they asked me. No, we've always worked together in unison, and I came from one big family. So I'm saying that if you are still single, you are not married, please embrace your siblings. Always go home, always call them, always spend time with family. Not your family house is here and you are here, you don't even go home, you don't even go to see your parents. Once you marry and you start making kids, it's not even your husband that will tell you not to go. The situation that you'll be faced with, you no go even get leg. Even though you know leg safe, you no go even get leg say I'm going to my parents' house, I'm going to my parents' house, that will not happen. So guys, I want to encourage you to look at my mistakes, look at the things I wish I had done better, look at the regrets I have in marriage, and you can learn a thing or two from it. If you are still single, please look for a way and get a skill. If you don't cherish your parents, please do that. Start working out before you start having kids. Otherwise, you cannot slay. Yeah, you cannot slay. Then again, cut down your expectations. Love is not enough. If you think if you enter marriage it will be sweeter than, I wish you all the luck. But I just shared what I know or my experience. And thank you so much for watching. I believe that you must have learned a thing or two. Please, on your way out, subscribe. On your way out, give this video a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed and this is the kind of content you would like to be seeing, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, I love you from the depth of my heart. See you in my next video.